Exactly right. Bonos Tecmo says Keem already said he wants a host that will fly out to places and do reality show style streams, and DSP isn't going to do that. You're absolutely right. You have to understand that I'm at a point in my life, all right? I'm in my mid 40s. Well, about to be. I'm at 43, so I'm almost in my mid 40s, right? I'm happily married. I have a lot of responsibilities at home.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
I maintain a household along with my wife. I don't have the flexibility to be flying all over the country doing in-person fat camp stunts and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. I'm a guy who, like, if you want to do content with me, I'm more than happy to do content from my professional setup right here in my office and broadcast it over the internet. I'm not going to be doing crazy travel. I'm not going to be doing in-person pranks and stunts. I'm too old for that shit. I'm not only do I have no interest in it, I have too many responsibilities here that I can't just abandon to go do that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that I don't think that people would like it. I mean, just to give you a perfect example, all right, as some of the wild, weird shit with people on the internet. When Mike Klum and I were talking about doing a documentary, okay, one of the segments that he 100% was adamant about doing, okay, was he wanted to have a day with Phil. And what he wanted to do, he wanted to follow me around and see what I did on a day. And I said, well, on an average day, it's boring. I get up and I have my breakfast. I'm streaming all day. Like, that's going to be a super boring thing. He goes, so what we want to do is we want to have a day that's like not you streaming. So what would you do on a day off? I was like, so you want to follow me to the grocery store? Yeah. You want to follow me to the grocery store and watch me shop for groceries? Yes, this would be fascinating content. Why? What are you talking about? Like, huh? You want to watch me go to the pet store and buy like litter and look at animals in the pet store for, yes. What? I don't get it. 1,000,000% confused. I didn't understand it. But he was insistent this is the kind of content people would want to see that you're a real person and to see that you do things off of. I was like, yes, I'm a real person. Do you think I'm a fucking robot with a mask on? I do normal things. I act like a normal dude, just like everybody else on earth. Just that I don't broadcast my private life doesn't mean that there is none. Well, that's fascinating. That would humanize you and you should show the world. Why? Why do I need to show that to the world? Why do I give a fuck? Right? Like, it baffled me. Okay. For me, content is something that you produce with intent to distribute on the internet so that it entertains an audience and it's within the confines of what's safe and what you want to share with the public. And that's your content. That's what I make in my office. That's why I have this setup. That's why I have all these things here to make good content that I want to share with all of you. You know what I'm saying? Why in the holy hell does it matter where I go and how I grocery shop? Why do you even need to see that? Isn't that considered intrusive to like someone's life that you want to be like? How bizarre is that? So I'm so fascinated with Darkside Phil, an internet gamer and content creator, that I want to go see him, go to the dump and throw bags of trash into the dump. What? I think that says more about these weirdo viewers on the internet than me. Like, I'm a normal guy. As much as people don't want to believe it, I'm a very normal guy. Outside of the confines of the content that I make for you guys, everything I do is very mundane. There's nothing crazy and outlandish and wild that happens in this house. It's very normal stuff. After I stream, I walk downstairs. My wife's making dinner. We have a dinner together. We clean up. We sit on the couch, talk about our days, watch some TV, have a coffee, right? Then, you know what I'm saying? Go and do this, do that. Normal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, incredibly normal stuff. I just don't understand at all why people want to be so fucking intrusive to my life and care about this stuff. Like, it has nothing to do with you. It's none of your fucking business to begin with, right? The fact that I have stuff that I do that you are not a part of is a good thing. The fact that you're not able to be intrusive to every part of my life, the fact that I have a separation between my private life and my public life is good. It's one of the major problems that I had in my life is that I didn't have that separation for a very long time. It took me a while to determine that separation because I was oversharing and I was showing everything that I was doing in my fairly mundane life. Okay. Um, this is just bizarre to me, you know? So, oh, well, Phil, we'd like you to be a part of this show, but then you got to fly out and you got to be a part of this stunt and you got to do this and you got to do that. No. My end all be all of my life is no longer going to be the content I put on the internet. Do you guys understand that? Like, I'm happily married. I have a really good private life that has nothing to do with what we're doing here. And that should be acceptable to everyone. And you should respect that. It shouldn't be, oh, well, you're not willing to do things. You're not willing to do this risk or this. No, I'm just not willing to sacrifice the good life that I have to act like I'm a 20-year-old who doesn't have that life, who has no responsibilities, who could just drop anything on a whim and run out the door and act like a jackass for personal profits on the internet. I don't care. I don't. I don't have that desire to be the most prominent internet jackass and have everyone talk about me on a daily basis. What's the next stunt Phil's gonna pull? What's the next crazy thing Phil's gonna appear in? I No, it doesn't appeal to me at all. It's stupid. All right. But maybe that's because I'm just so different from these other internet content creators who are just so hungry for this internet fame and shit. Right. I really do feel like there's a lot of people out there who are frustrated with me because I essentially have so much reach and pull, but I don't do anything with it, right? Like every time that I do a stream, every time that I say something or do something, there's literally thousands of people who are exponentially echoing that out to the internet, right? Usually in very toxic, defamatory ways, but I have some pretty crazy reach when you think about it, considering the fact that I'm a 17-year creator who only gets a few hundred views on a stream and a few thousand views on a video if I'm lucky. But yet, things that I say and do, everyone hears about, right? So I think what it is, a lot of people are like, why don't you use that to your advantage? Why don't you use this internet notoriety or infamy or whatever it is to get over and become wealthy? Why don't you constantly do these Lolcow-like things, these stunts, participate in these things? Don't you, like you just said, don't you think that Keem would be interested in having you as the third host of Lolcow Live? I'm sure he probably is. I'm sure that if I actually opened myself up and I said, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice everything that I built, this separation of work and personal, and I'll just give up the personal. So now I'm open and available to do whatever. You need to fly me out to do this stunt. You need to have me over here, do this special event, do this. I'm available. Don't you think that he'd be interested? I'm pretty sure he would be, but I have no interest in that at all. I want to be able to have fun doing the kind of positive content that I like, but also have my own private life going on here. You know what I'm saying? But people don't seem to respect that. You know, to some extent, that's a huge reason why the Kino Casino was so upset with me. Will you do this crazy thing? Will we do this giant idea where you're gonna have a super villain enemy that you're gonna do gaming challenges with? No, that's the stupidest fucking idea I've actually ever heard. That's like a 4-year-old would come up with that idea, and that's your best idea, huh? Wow. I guess you just really weren't as smart as you thought, or that you portrayed, or that everyone thought, because man, your ideas are dumb. And that's why I not want to do them. And by the way, if I do these ideas, that gives up everything I've built as a creator up to this point, because now I'm going to be inundated with so much nonsensical daily fucking drama. And yeah, long term, maybe it would result in some more views and infamy and money, but I don't care. All I want to do is have fun content for my small audience. As small as it is, it's still very supportive, and to have a nice private life that doesn't get fucked with, that I don't have to fly to Hulk Hogan's bar to hang out with you because I have a wife who I'd rather spend time with. You know what I mean? But they don't get that. These people are fucked in the head. To them, these people in their minds, like, the internet notoriety is the most important thing in life. You must have it. You must take hold of it. No, I'm actually sane. You understand? I'm normal. Not like these fucking people who are just wired to this shit 24/7. I'm not like that at all. I'm the opposite, the polar opposite. And you say, well, you're squandering what you have. I'm not squandering anything. I'm actually showing the way to normal people of how to conduct yourself in life, to not be an asshole, to not be fucked, to not give everything up and sacrifice every piece of self-respect or normalcy in your life for private gains or personal, oh, I'm rich now. Who cares if you're rich if you're an asshole? So no, I'm not going to be doing this kind of stunt stuff. So that's what you say. Are you going to be the third host on Lolcow Live? No, I'm not. Never. Absolutely not. You know the realm of the qualifications of what it would be, something that I'd be willing to do. I'm not going to change my life, sacrifice my life for this short-term nonsense game. It's just stupid. It's fucking dumb.
You got some idiot named DSP who's a total piece of shit, by the way. I like to get that on YouTube, but